Thank you for watching again tonight. I'm going to read a poem that's untitled, and I do apologize for doing these so late. Today was a bad day. I woke up and did a lot of crying today. I cry every day. Sometimes I panic when I realize that I'm never going to see John again. And today was no different. I panicked. And when that panic hits, I cry. Pretty loud crying. And I miss him. I miss my John. I was going to show a picture of John, but I decided maybe I'll do that next time. Today's going to be a poem, Untitled. I wrote it. I was a little upset with John when I wrote it. Not upset with him, just the situation that I'm in. Anyway, here goes. Hijacked my love like a burglar. Decades later, he could run off with it no further. He took my smile, my joy, and my belief. Instead, he left me with this hole in my heart called unrelenting grief. Like a bandit in the darkest of nights, he ran away with my brightest of lights. He got away with my sheer happiness, and to my astonishing disbelief, he left me nothing but unbearable grief. An uncommon criminal was he, who didn't steal jewels or the big screen TV. No, he burglarized love, and in it, its belief. This uncommonly sweet and adoring man, he left me the leftovers of ever-saddening grief. Pirated by my own husband, who died too young, I am left without anything recognizable that resembles the sun. Only blackness of night and similar motifs. I am only left with this unholy and unforgiving and unrelenting thing called grief. The heavy tears and salt running down my cheeks will not turn quickly into the person I once knew, instead of loud and boisterous laughter, heard by more than just a few. I will now be known as the one to avoid, because of all her sadness and all her disbelief, because the one she loved left her in a heap of grief. He did. A heap of grief. That's two small words, too small to describe what I'm going through. A heap of grief. Sometimes I find myself in a heap of grief. Hair all undone. I hardly wear makeup anymore because of the tears. I'm sad all the time. Today was spent crying a lot. I cried a lot. All I do is cry. I cry, and I cry some more, and then I stop, and then I cry again. The tears are constant tears. John was everything to me. Everything. 44 years old. He was too young. I know people out there who have lost much younger. I know viewers who are going to be watching this who said, I lost someone who was much younger than that, and I know someone who knew somebody who lost someone younger than that. I get it. People have to do this on their own, and it's something that people have to do. Grief is a very personal thing. Grief is so personal, and nobody can tell you how to do it. right, wrong. That's not how you do grief. Grief is very personal. I said it before earlier in a post. It's like somebody put a ladder in a deep, dark well. And this ladder, I couldn't see it down that deep, dark well. I had to trust it. I had to put one foot on one rung at a time. I have a ladder buddy. Her name is Olivia. It's my daughter. John and our daughter. She's beautiful. And she's been my ladder buddy with this ladder of grief. It's what it feels like, one rung at a time. It's not one day at a time, because I could be on a rung for several days at a time. Here's some good news. I think we're getting a puppy. Half Havanese, half Bichon. We need to smile in this house again. This house hasn't seen any smiles in a long time. Definitely not since January, like the 5th or 6th, when John first went to the hospital. There's been no smiles in this house. No real smiles, not lasting smiles. Maybe a puppy will do that for us. Maybe a cute little dog who needs to be raised and loved and fed and bathed and taken care of. Maybe they'll bring us some smiles again. I know I haven't really smiled since we lost John. And I think I'll do a picture of him, show you guys what he looked like next time. My next poem, and I don't know which one I'm going to do. I have so many. Anyway.